The Really podcast is intended for entertainment purposes only. The views, information, opinions, and beliefs expressed in the Really podcast are solely those of its host, Reverend A.D. Black, and his guests, and do not necessarily represent the views, opinions, and beliefs of the Really podcast production team, sponsors, or affiliates. Any advertising incorporated into, reproduction, distribution, editing, or modification of this podcast without the expressed written approval of the Really podcast host is strictly prohibited. Reverend A.D. Black assumes no liability for any unauthorized activities in connection with the use of this podcast.
Good morning, God's people. Welcome to the Really podcast, where we discuss topics and events that need clarity. In other words, make it make sense. You didn't really think we were just going to take your word for it. Look here, we have a great interview for you lined up today. Now, I'm not going to mess her name up. I know her as Njeri, and she will introduce herself and tell you her name. I don't believe in, I messed up enough people's names, so I don't want to mess it up. So she's Miss Njeri to me. She's going to come on. She's with this company called Life Assets that loans money to, it's mainly women, but it can be anybody in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. We don't think they get enough publicity. We're trying to give them enough. We want her on here. She's going to talk about it. You're going to love this. The company has been around for about 15 years. I've never heard of it. And I'm a lifelong, DMV person. I've never heard of her company. We met her at the Ward 7 and 8 prayer breakfast. And so she's going to come on today. But even with that, we're trying to line up 4 or 5 young ladies that are doing something for women. We're trying to have a season to motivate women, to get women out there starting their own business. So we're going to have her. She's up first. And I think we have 3 or 4 behind her. So I don't know if we're going to start in the middle of August or we're going to start August and do them right behind each other. But we got something really, really special for you guys coming up on the podcast called Really. She's coming up next. God bless you. Thank you. All righty. First off the break, the production team has told me do not mess up this young lady's name. Call her Njeri.
Oh.
Do not try to go on there and mess up her name. So we're going to, in your own way, we're going to let you introduce yourself to everybody.
Perfect.
You will be Miss Njeri to me. Amen. For the rest of this interview.
No problem at all. My name is Njeri, and most people, I make them say it the first time, and then I say, but you can call me Njeri. But it is Njeri, Njeri Nembhard, and I'm happy to be here.
No, it is our honor and our pleasure. So tell us a little bit about you and what it is.
All right. So I am a serial entrepreneur. I have done many different things, particularly in the field of education, over the years. I homeschooled my children. I created a small online micro school where I educated other people's schools. I created curriculum and in STEAM, in art, in history. So I've done a lot of different things. I also have another business called Mindful Enjoyments. And that is where I sell puzzles and games to encourage critical thinking skills among not just children, but adults as well. Just, be on our phones or on a device. So it's called Mindful Enjoyments. And that particular business, Mindful Enjoyments, is the business that I used the life asset loan to assist. So And right now I work as a field officer for Life Asset, which is a nonprofit organization here in DC that provides micro funding for entrepreneurs who cannot get funding from traditional banking system, that have certain requirements that cancel a lot of us out. So the nonprofit I work for right now is I work as a field officer. I meet people like yourself and other people, entrepreneurs where they are, and I just help them learn more about our very unique program.
Ms. Jury, is this basic for women or it's for anyone, the life asset?
Sure. So Life Asset is for both. We have a women's lending program that I work for specifically, but we also have another program that accepts anybody. The programs are slightly different, but yes, so we do accept anybody in the program.
Now, is it a 501c? Maybe people who may not need your services but would like to give to your service. Is it a 501c?
It sure is. It sure is.
Okay. Now, so
Yes.
it seemed like you've done a whole lot. A person who wants to get involved with your organization, what would be the first thing they would do?
Talk to me. Exactly what we're doing here. So talk to me and I would be like, okay, great. This is what we have to offer. Um, we are unique. As I talked about before, what makes us unique is that we don't require a specific credit score, income level, or collateral. What we do is something called social collateral. And this is where a group of 3 to 5 people, depending on what program you're in the women's lending program, it's 3 entrepreneurs come together, they form a group, and that group supports each other through the life of the loan. What each entrepreneur gets her or his or her own loan. But what we do is we hold each other accountable in the group, accountable to being on time, with payments, to using the funds for your business, making sure that you're using the funds well to improve your financial situation. Um, Support looks like this. In the women's lending program, we meet twice a month for about 30 minutes each time, and we check in with each other. We support each other with challenges. Hey, this is happening to me this week. My customer did this, or this happened with my shipment, whatever it is, we have a place to discuss it. And people are like, oh my gosh, another entrepreneur will be like, that happened to me, and this is what I did. Or we'll research it and we'll have ideas for one another. You can also talk about your wins. And this week I crushed it, and we're
Amen.
like, wow, we can celebrate with you, right? Um, that is what support looks like. The other really important part of the support is training. So we provide training for the entrepreneurs, and it's specific, especially in the women's lending program. In the other, what we call the classic program, they provide training that's kind of generalized. They may say, oh, this week we're doing, pricing as an entrepreneur. And so everyone can go to that. In the women's lending program, however, the 3 women can say, you know what we need? We need help with this. And solopreneurs usually need a lot of help because we're doing everything ourselves.
Yes, ma'am.
So they can say, for example, in my group, we wanted help with getting our Instagram posts out. And so our trainer brought us, talk to us about AI, how we can use AI tools to make our posts and to schedule them out. So we don't even have to be there, but they will post without us being there, having to do it ourselves. So things like that, we were helped with, and it really helped us in many ways. So we could say we need specific types of training, and it would be provided for us. So those are the 3 anchors. It's the group support, the conversations, the training, and the holding each other accountable.
Now, when they come to you, of course, people come to you with a idea, I guess, of what they would like to go into business. Do you help them with a business plan? And also, how to handle money, the checks and balances, how to write a check, how to balance. Do you guys help along with that?
We certainly can. My advice to people coming in is we can point them to where they can go to get resources. So there's a lot of resources in DC, a lot of different organizations that we are affiliated with that provide different levels of support. So let's say you need help with your business plan. We would say, hey, go to this organization. They help you through the entire process of developing your idea. We come in when you know what you want to do, exactly how you want to invest your money. That's when we come in because we'll be like, okay, once you get the loan, you know you want it for something specific. And let me just say that the starting loan is from $500 to $2,500. So it's a
Okay.
small, what you call micro financing. It's a small loan that will help you. So for example, let's say you need a new phone or you need the printer, or you need that couple, you need to invest in inventory that you know you can sell. Because like I said, it's a loan that it's 6% interest rate for a year. So I always tell my people, if you want, get it when you're ready for it. Don't get it when you don't have your idea together, when you're not ready yet. We'll help you get to the point where you're ready so that when you get the loan, you know exactly how you're going to spend it and exactly how it's going to help your business.
Now, of course, clearly, I can tell from your conversation, you had a lot of wins. On the law side, what did you see that the entrepreneur that they did wrong in terms of when there was a loss, or the plan didn't go like they thought it would? Where did they drop the ball at, so to speak?
I think that the biggest draw is coming in, spending it on personal bills. When something comes up and you use that money to spend on
Right.
something that's
Okay.
not related to your business, that's the biggest loss because once you start doing that, then you start missing payments. You go down the road of, not succeeding. So
Yes, ma'am.
um, that's the number one issue
Okay.
we've seen. And we try to encourage people to really spend it for business. Yeah.
Now, in terms of wins, because everybody likes wins, have you seen them go through the whole process and get, I mean, after the 25, the micro loan, their businesses are flourishing. They need more inventory. They need to hire more people. They can come back to you guys in the same manner for that also?
Absolutely. I'm glad you asked that because I was going to talk about that next. The next thing is that life asset can be that that tool in your toolkit that helps you throughout the life of your business. Because once you finish paying that loan, and let's say you make your payments on time, you're there, um, you have access to higher and higher amounts of loan up until $25,000. So we're there with you. Let's say you finished 2,500, you paid on time, everything's good. They'll say, okay, we can get you to the next level, which will be an extra maybe 500. You'll get maybe 3,000 to $3,500 if you paid everything on time. Then you move up to the next level. Then you move up to the next level after that. So we can just continually help your business, infuse that extra injection into your business up until you get to the 25,000 mark.
Now, I don't know if you can, but is there one particular business that you've seen grow that maybe we would know that you've seen come from the infant stage and now it's up and running on its own, that you and the team are very proud of, the person did everything right and it's flourishing now, whether that be a restaurant, or is it anything in the area that you saw from the start?
Okay, so I started working with them, just to clarify, I started working them in March this year. So but I have heard of particular instances, especially people in the food industry who have been able to buy food carts, food of the vehicle where you can sell your food out of,
Yes, ma'am.
and have yes, and have made, have done really well with Life Asset with that particular loan. But there are women in many different fields that I've heard of. For example, I know of a woman in jewelry. I don't know if you've heard of her company. Um, but I'll talk about well, let me talk about this other woman. She sells a game, a board game. It's called the Africa Memory Game.
Amen.
And when she got that loan some years back, she got that first, infusion where she could order, she had it printed up and made for her. Um, this is the loan that gave her the seed money. Her board game has gone on to be really popular. She's selling it through the Smithsonian Institute, through many different organizations. Um, and she has flourished because she was able to get the loan and get the next amount of loan as well. So she has done really well with that.
Oh man, that is great. I'm
Africa Memory.
sure uh, your organization is very proud to have been behind the scenes in a program like that, and I'm sure she is very glad to have received that startup money to get her business up and running. How long have you guys been doing this? If
Absolutely. We've been around for 15 years.
okay,
This Life Asset was the brainchild of a man called Marcus Larson, and he started it 15 years ago and never looked back. We've worked with over 1,500 business owners have come through our doors, and our loans have helped them make their dream a reality of, expanding or starting their business.
now this is USA wide. You don't have to be living in the DMV, I take it.
You do,
You
you
do.
do.
It's a DMV. Okay,
Yes, it's DMV specific.
got
Yes,
it. Okay.
yes. And I should add in there, in case any of your viewers know about the Grameen Bank. Grameen Bank is a bank that started in Bangladesh. Uh, maybe I would say maybe many years ago. Um, maybe 40 years ago. And it was started by an economist in Bangladesh who saw that a lot of rural women who were the backbone of the rural economy weren't unable to get loans for their small businesses. And so he started this program where he would give loans, small loans to rural women. And the banks were like, oh no, we can't, they don't have collateral, they probably won't pay it back with just too much of a risk for us to bank started loaning small, groups to small amounts of money to groups of women, and they had a 100% payback rate. So this and he just kept going with it up until the point where he won a Nobel Peace Prize for it because of how many women he supported with this method.
Amen.
So Marcus Larson is using that method for Life Asset.
That is a fantastic story. He won a Nobel Peace Prize for this.
He did. He sure did.
Wow, that is a fantastic story. So, what do you see coming down the pike for you guys? What are you branching off to anything else, or you this here is your brainchild? You're focusing on this because it's being a blessing to so many people.
So as far as Life Asset is concerned, I see um where do I see this going? Let me think about this a second. You see, Life Asset has so many facets to it. We also offer people a chance to build their credit. We offer car loans. And the car is the collateral. So you don't have to show the car is the collateral. So once you get it, they don't require you to have anything else, except your credit has to be good and all of this. But we do car loans. We are also getting into different facets of different industries. Maybe building, helping people with loans for building, maybe green buildings, that type of thing. This is what I've heard Marcus talk about. Um, I wanted to tell a little bit about the credit building loan because it's unique in that, for example, you know how you can get a secured credit card from a bank?
Yes, ma'am.
When you go to a bank, they will tell you, okay, let's say you want to open one for $500. They'll say, okay, give us $500. We'll put it into an account and you will give you a card based on the amount you have put into that account. Ours is different in that we ask the participant to pay into an account up until they get to $500. So let's say you're making payments in $30 twice a month, something like that, up until you get $500. But we will record each payment you make as a payment on time. So it will start reflecting on your credit report that you are paying a loan of $500
Oh,
on
that
time,
is
but
great. Yeah,
you don't have
that
to
is
front the money, right?
yeah, that is great.
Right. So we're looking to I guess you back to your question of looking to expand. We're also looking to expand that aspect because I think a lot of people after COVID, a lot of businesses had a hard time, lost credit. We're also looking to help people get better credit so that they can have access to better and better financing for their businesses.
Wow, you guys are doing some great things. That last one, yeah, that somebody stayed up late night thinking of that one because that was real
Right.
nice there. Yeah, that was nice
Right,
there.
right. We turn it
Yeah,
around,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that as the young people say, that was sweet. Yeah, that really was. That was a grand
Right.
fantastic. What do you see when people come to you? What type of businesses do you mostly see? What are people trying to go into?
Oh my gosh. I've seen so many different types of businesses. A lot of businesses are people going into food. Um, there's a big movement towards eating better and especially in the Black community where, in terms of food deserts and this type of thing. So we find a lot of young people going into the food industry looking to improve people's health with better food. Um, some are farmers, some are caterers. Some have unique ideas that they bring to the table, such as ices or different types of things that they have created that they want to sell. We also have a lot of people in hair, the beauty industry,
Yes, ma'am.
um, and fashion, people who make their own clothes, want to start a business line with that. Those are some of the bigger ones, but like I said, we also have people in education. We have authors who've written books who are trying to, get more inventory, be able to buy more books up front so that they can sell more. Um,
That is.
Yeah,
Now
and yeah.
I'm trying to get my church to for a grant writing. We're trying to get a grant or something like that. I don't know how life assets go. I have a goal of people who are returning home from prison. I am a former Metro bus operator, and I know for a fact if you have a
Okay.
CDL, commercial driver's license, you will always have a job. So I would like to
Especially in
get
this,
a
yes,
grant or
yes.
get something that we could teach people so that they could get a CDL. Because as you're traveling during the day in your car, you see on the back of trucks, we're hiring. If you have a CDL, we're hiring. I know that if you have a commercial driver's license, valid when you will always have a job. And people are coming back into society, I think that would be a lift up to them to be able to get a CDL or get into a program that will teach them how to get a CDL.
Okay, okay. And so you're asking if our organization gives grants?
It's something, yeah, or it's strictly on a loan process.
Yeah, we strictly work loans because we ourselves get grants.
Okay,
So
got
we
it.
are funded through the SBA and through, Citibank and some of the larger organizations. So we are not we don't give that kind of we don't give grants. We're just into the
So
micro
if a
loans.
person came up with a business to do that, then they would come to you. If they formulated a business, a driving
Yes.
school, so to speak,
Yes.
then they would come to you.
Exactly, something
Right.
like that. Sure,
Yes.
exactly. Then we can do the microfinancing with them. Yes, but I love that idea though. It's a great idea because there's so much happening in the delivery and also just commercial driving. It's
Right.
huge right now.
Well, and a person coming home, whether it be men or women, we don't want them to go right back into the same environment that got them locked up. Let's help out. Let's get them into something. I'm a big
No,
fan of a skill set. Barbers, plumbers, electricians. I
yes.
believe if you have a skill, no one can never take that away from you. And so I'm a big fan. I went to a vocational high school where barbering and baking and all that was going on. So I'm a big fan of having the skill set. And so I look forward to that.
Me
This is
too.
something.
I'm 100%.
I'm sorry.
I was saying I'm with you on that. I'm big about skills as well.
Yeah, when I think when my friends have gotten away from it, I said if you don't believe a skill set is useful, you call a plumber tonight around 12 midnight and see how much he charges. That'll get you going.
That's right.
That'll get you going.
That
Then
part.
you guys are doing just some great work. Let me ask you something. Do you feel enough people know about you guys?
I don't. I really
I
don't.
don't either. I've never
I want to
heard
get the
of
word
you.
out. Yeah, I really don't. I want to get the word out and through churches or through different organizations in the community. Um I think I think this would be an awesome opportunity for so many women and men who want to start a business or have one that needs an infusion of something. It's a great program.
Now, I got to ask you this, Miss Jerry, because you just mentioned church. Do you come to churches? Does your organization come?
We would if we were invited. I've been trying to, get in with people and see if I can come and speak to the different. I know churches, but even the church I belong to, we have like women's groups or entrepreneur groups or just different groups that meet and interest groups. I think that would be an awesome time. If we could, we'd love it.
Well, I can assure you, after this call, I go to Galilee Baptist Church. I'm on the CDC, the Community Development Corporation. We're going to have you come to Galilee. I can assure you of that right now without making a phone call. We're going to have you come to Galilee and speak to our church. I'll try to get it set up, and I'll find a date where you could come and we can set that up. I am very excited about what you guys are doing and the fact that I'm a lifelong Washingtonian and I've never heard you, and you guys are trying to be a blessing to so many people. I don't know why I haven't heard you,
Yes.
but I haven't. And I want to get the word out, and I
Well,
want more people to hear you.
me too. I really do. I mean, I got that loan and it really helped me. And I try to tell a lot of people if when you're in business, it is really great to be able to not have to use your own money sometimes to be able to do things that will really help your business. And we also report to the business bureau in terms of credit. You can have business credit through us as well. So it's just a great way to just build yourself financially. So yes, please, I would love to come and talk to you. Spread the words. Let's get it out there.
I'm going to get out there now. Before we go, Monsieur, how do people get into contact with you?
Okay. My you can call me at should I give my phone number?
Yes, ma'am.
301-301-789-4538. Call me on that number. Or you can send me an email at nnemhard at lifeasset.org.
Now I gotta ask this question because my team will get this up. They will call you, allow you to see it before we put it on my podcast. But can there be too many people reaching out, or you want as many as you can get?
As many as I can get. Come on, come on. That's a great problem to have too many people. That's a good problem. I can do that. We'll figure
Miss
out a
J-
way, right?
Miss Jerry, I cannot thank you enough. This has been a fantastic interview. I am going to make that call. I'll be in contact with you, my team, about coming to Galilee Baptist Church because I want everybody to hear about. I still am a little upset that more people don't know about you, and you've been around for at least 15 years. That more people don't know.
Thank you. That's how I feel too. That's how I feel too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. We're
I want to thank you. First of all, it's been a really wonderful talking to you too. It's been a great honor. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, Miss Jerry,
Really
they're
appreciate it.
telling me to ask you, will you come back and do another podcast? And they didn't have to ask me because I
Oh
was going to ask you
yeah.
anyway.
Absolutely yes.
All righty.
Absolutely yes.
Miss Jerry, you and your family, the rest of the day, have a very upcoming blessed week. And I think I did a fantastic job with the name Njeri. I did not mess that up. So I think
No,
I
you
did
didn't.
pretty good.
You hit
They're looking
that's
at me,
it.
rolling their eyes, but I think I did. I think I did. As a matter of fact, Miss Jerry, the whole team is women. So these young ladies here keep me on the ball. So thank you so much. We'll be in touch with you, and we will get
Yeah,
this out.
as they should, as they should.
We will get.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
she
Wonderful.
say she say as they should. You know what? That's
That's
one thing
right.
the men we don't have. That sisterhood of y'all women is something else. I gotta give it to you. You guys stick together.
Hey,
That sisterhood is
what can I
something.
say? What can I say?
Yeah. Miss Jerry, be blessed. Thank you for everything. We'll talk real soon.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
You're
you so
welcome.
much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Take care
Bye-bye.
now.
Okay. Okay
Bye
then.
bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.